Okay, Toby. Sorry for the delay in this. I had an issue with getting the charger down here back home with this goofy iPad. Okay, so I'm comparing the first video that I have from you, that is this one, versus the second video from Wednesday, which is that one. Okay, not putting up a major leaguer next to you. Because I actually just went back and up on my desktop here, I have your old video. So I knew exactly what to look for. The biggest thing I wanted to compliment you, first of all, is as you watch from last time what you're doing on your stride. And I know I just have one clip up here, but I watched, whatever your round was, 8 or 10 swings, and watched all of them. So we talked about in the last film about our front foot and the need to go into the ground so we can get a weight shift, toe heel forward, rather than going backwards a little bit, which involved you saw it in the last video, an inefficient weight transfer movement. So you see how you moved in the last one. I didn't do a really good job with the dot, but nevertheless, you can see how as you were going back, you were starting that premature rotation around. We were wasting a lot of energy. Here, as I watched all of your swings this round, you're moving much better into the ground, toe heel. On all of your swings, you were consistently going forward, whereas the last week, you can see how you were bringing your foot back and starting to open up there. So now, the other thing that I wanted to show you is as we go toe heel there, and as we go toe heel there, right? The big thing that I wanted to talk about, and now I can't eliminate this one over here, so let's just forget about looking at this anymore. Let's focus on here. What I'd like to see you build on, and I'm really happy, again, with how you're moving forward into the ground. Now, what we want to do, and I had you could see the delay if you go back and watch the first one you have with not Trey Turner, the big guy Seager for the Rangers, and see how he's able to create more of a delay between his hands and his lower half. You can see as your heel's going into the ground, as you get to immediate preparation, your hands are still coming a little bit early, and that's the big indicator there that we talked about in our last video when we looked at Seager and saw how his back elbow was down by that point, because that's kind of that delaying action. And the next time that I see you, this will really help to talk about in person. And every week that we hit, I show a video where we see as we go toe heel, our hands are staying back more on the big league guys, and that back elbow is just coming down, and that helps with direction. As your hands come a little bit soon, you can really see how your hands are in front of your elbow. I like how you're tight, but as I was watching your swings, you get just that little bit of an around direction with you. So I was trying to keep these shorter. I kind of failed with you here, but this was good stuff to talk about. I went a little bit longer. But I like the way that we're forward into the ground. Like, that was a really good adjustment, forward into the ground versus going back with a lot of real premature rotation. Here we're getting much more into the ground with a lot less early rotation. But what we want to be able to do is watch your film and see where toe heel, and we haven't moved those hands forward as we're getting our toe heel in, right? It's more of just a back elbow type movement. And by creating more of that delay between our lower half and our hands and getting our back elbow to work independent of our hands, it will help us on our direction to the ball. So we're not off by much. Big adjustment with how we're moving forward into the ground. What we want to get to is we're seeing that immediate preparation, toe heel, before we see those hands starting to come in the way that they are. We get more back elbow independent movement of the hands, and that'll help us go straighter to and longer through the ball.